It's
So,
a special Vesper Island cocktail for our birthday. Our first year birthday. All Things Drinks owns the cocktail now.
So we start with 3 parts of gin.
Okay. Which would be how many ml? Sorry, I'm really bad.
30 ml.
30 ml, okay.
Now, have you got your ice there?
Yes, I do.
Have you got your glass?
Yes.
Well, first off, we need to make sure our glass is cold.
Okay, I've got this big ice.
There we go. So
oh, put a bit more. There. Okay, I'll put 2 in there.
Yeah, that's just in preparation.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So we've got, that's great. So we put our gin in, 30 mils.
In the glass?
In the, in the shaker.
In a shaker. Okay, so we're getting the tools of the trade out. Okay.
Need the shaker, yeah.
So in the shaker, we're putting 30 ml or 2 parts.
3 parts.
3 parts of gin. Okay,
yeah.
Right. Sorry.
But that's 30 ml. A part in this case is going to be 10 ml. Okay.
Okay. Yep. In. We're using the Mermaid Gin for anyone who's just joined us. We're making
3 parts of this, and then 1 part of the Mermaid salt.
Yes. Hey, gin, zesty gin, and salty vodka. What could go wrong?
Well, the part of the reason, the inspiration for this is like that combination of grapefruit and salt is so good. You think of something like a salty dog, which is just gin and grapefruit juice shaken, and then with the salt rim, it's fantastic. And actually, this gin works really well with that. Okay. So that was kind of where my thoughts were.
And how many ml of this?
10.
10. Okay, so just a splash, just not too much. We're not going crazy with the vodka. Okay.
And then you want 5 ml of vermouth. So I've got some
5 ml of vermouth.
Noily dry vermouth is what you want actually. Dry vermouth.
Dry vermouth, yeah.
What you want.
Just got a simple Bianco. Okay.
So your Bianco will make it slightly sweeter.
Slightly sweeter, yeah. I tried to look for the dry, but you know, actually, I was hoping if I was going to ask you, but then we ran out of time. But if we could use like manzanilla or some really dry sherry.
Yeah, you could do.
I am
quite a fan of using something like that in there, or if you want it really dry, even like a fino. But that works. That's a really nice alternative.
Okay, guys, if you don't have martini or something like Nolly Pratt in your cupboard, or you've run out, you should always have one. But in case you run out, then if you have manzanilla or fino, it will still work. Okay, that's good to know.
Even potentially a white port.
Okay.
Like a chip dry, but like a dry white port, even something like that.
Dry white port. Okay, that's interesting. But you want that little bit of almost like umami dryness there, which comes from the fortified or vermouth style of aromatized wines.
The Vesper is from Casino Royale. It's the James Bond drink, and you know, originally it's this Kino Lillet stuff, and we can spend a whole half an hour talking about that. But what's accessible for most people at home is dry vermouth, and yes, it doesn't taste exactly the same, but it's a decent approximation. So actually, you can just use dry vermouth, or whatever your other thing is. So then you put that in your shaker.
Yeah.
With plenty of ice.
Okay.
Don't skimp on the ice is the key. Okay.
Anyone who's joined just now, we've just got gin, vodka, a little bit of vermouth. In a shaker. Oh, I've got really big ice. I'm trying to find a small one so I can close the lid. Sorry, hold on 1 second. Okay, right, filled with ice. With the little baby lid, I always forget that and make a mess.
That little lid on. And then you want to shake, and you've got to, the trick with shaking is you've got to really proper give it some welly. It needs to properly shake. So you won't be able to hear us with it.
Mondays. The sound of Mondays.
If you've got a metal one, you know it's done because it's got this. You've got this ice. You know, starting to get ice form on the outside, which is lovely.
Yeah, mine's on the top because mine's glass.
Right. So you want to take the ice out of your glass. Yeah. Now, I do have one to hand. Excellent. Haha. This is very useful. If you don't have one of these in your cocktail toolbox, it's a thing. Because this has got, so mine has also got the strainer built into it, but you will get little tiny ice shards in there. And some people like those, and some people don't.
Oh, okay.
So it's up to you. So in this case, I'm going to strain it. Well, you can have yours with, and I'll have mine without. So then we just strain into the glass. And this should be a good illustration as to what the biggest difference shaking does, which is you see that is cloudy, very cloudy. And that is tiny little air bubbles trapped in the drink.
Oh, I see.
And that gives it a slightly fluffy texture. Now, some people don't like that, and they call it bruising the gin or some nonsense. But that's what bruising the gin is, essentially, is these little air bubbles being trapped in there.
Is that why they go like cloudy? I didn't realize that. I thought it was like essential oils or something. But
no,
it's actually
it's all little air bubbles. And so, because eventually, if you leave it long enough, it will go clear again.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, you can even start to see at the bottom of mine, it's clearing up already.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Anyway, well, cheers.
Do I need this? Or?
Oh yes. A little twist of lemon over the top. Sorry, I was a bit over enthusiastic, wasn't I?
That's okay. I want to try this.
For those that want to do a twist, best thing is not to do it like me and use it with a knife. Use a vegetable peeler. Much safer. Much safer.
Yeah, so I'd use the knife as well, but don't use the knife. Use a vegetable peeler.
I don't have it here, so. But if I was at home normally, I would use a vegetable peeler. Well, I am at home, but anyway.
Yeah.
Got my bit of lemon here, and then I'm just gonna. Hopefully, I'm gonna catch it here.
Oh.
Right, but you get these little squirts of oil that come out, and they just sit on the top.
Yeah.
And you can keep the glass. You can put the peel in, or you can take it out. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, in actual fact, for this, ideally, you'd use a grapefruit or a pink grapefruit. Pink grapefruit would be fantastic. But
yes. Oh.
Very cold, very clean, very smooth.
Clean.
What's quite nice is, and again, it's part of like the old like Keen Lily stuff. But the Vesper in the book is described as being this kind of light golden colour, and because of the slight colour to the gin, this has this lovely light golden colour.